Hey everybody, welcome back. I appreciate y'all spending a little bit of time with us today. We have a unique opportunity to meet a brand new representative and new BDM. Not new to NCL, just new to us. As many as y'all know, Jane Martin has been our NCL rep and BDM for a little while now, and she did a fantastic job, and she was given a career opportunity to change and go in a different direction. But we've just now been introduced to Mary Sue Jurkowski.
Yes, very good.
Mary Sue Jurkowski. Steve and Chad and I have had the opportunity to talk to her. We vetted her out, so she's okay, you guys. Be nice to her.
Thank you.
But actually, no, we've really enjoyed getting to meet her, so now I'm bringing her in so she can meet you guys. So we're stopping in your office or in your home today so you can take a few minutes to meet Mary Sue. And you like to go by Mary Sue, right?
I do, yeah.
All right. Well, Mary Sue, I'm so glad to meet you, and it's been a real pleasure to have you come in.
Thanks, Dan. Hi, everybody. Nice to meet everyone, kind of.
Tell us a little bit about you and what brings you to this point in your life with NCL.
Well, I've actually been with Norwegian almost 20 years.
Wow.
August 4th will be 20 years. So I stuck around a while. I've been through the good, the bad, the ugly, and now the best. We're in a position now where the product that we're delivering is magnificent. It cannot be compared to where we were before. So it's kind of a nice place for me to be. 5 years ago, I transferred to Florida. And as a BDM, I've been a BDM all my life with Norwegian, but I transferred to Florida 5 years ago, and I've been loving being here. So this is great. But it's my first time to Jacksonville. I've not been to Jacksonville before, so it's kind of interesting to see everything here. I actually live a little north of Fort Lauderdale, so I'm in the office quite a bit. I'm close to our port in Miami, so if anyone ever has an opportunity to come to Miami, want to see a ship, want to see the office, let me know. Email me, let me know, and I'll be happy to get you in there. But I've been with Norwegian a while, and I've seen a lot of things, a lot of changes. The new ships are wonderful. So we've come a long way. This is not the same old Norwegian cruise line that I remember 20 years ago. So and it's a good thing. So moving forward is promising. We're doing well.
So 20 years as a BDM, you've talked to a lot of agents over your career, and you've seen a lot of different changes in the way, like from the brick and mortar and the corporate agencies, from all of the FIT business to how groups are now being promoted. So you've seen a lot and come across a lot of different things, not only in the industry as far as the cruise lines themselves, but in the agency side.
Yeah, it really has changed a lot, and what you're doing here is amazing. You've caught on to really the changes that were coming before they even started, and we could see it as well, but it's been a process. But we were talking about this before. Brick and mortar is just not what it used to be, and the information that you're providing your people is more information than we could ever get to brick and mortar because they don't have time to do that. So it's you really have done a great thing with the way you're operating your outside department. But we've got a lot of great opportunities, and you're doing some great training for your folks as well. But yes, it has changed a lot. The whole setup, everything that we do moving forward changes day to day. We've got different things that are happening. And we're really lucky because Vivian Ewert, who is our Vice President of Guest Services, is responsible for what we do in reservations and doing the training for our agents as far as res services. And she's come from that field. She came from a host agency field. She understands how it all works. And I think that what we're doing now with bookncl.com and giving some great opportunities to the agents to be able to use that booking engine is a direct result of Vivian's experience. So we're keeping up. We're doing some great training. NCL University is out there for you, so please take advantage of that as well. We've got some great programs, great training, not only in the product, but how to sell it, and also, just experiences as far as groups, family cruising, all the different markets that you can sell to. The way our ships are built now is giving you different markets to sell to, and I know a lot of you do some great marketing on your own, so we're giving you those great marketing opportunities as well. But groups going forward is incredible. What Vivian has done as far as what we can do with groups is going to help you tremendously.
So you touched on a couple of things that we're going to go back and recap, and you guys know one of them that I'm going to highlight is groups, right? We'll be back to that, so you hang on to that one. Couple things that you brought up, and I discovered that when you log on, if you saved it like in a, what's it called, bookmark, where you go back into it and you can find the login. I know my normal login for NCL, and it takes me right to the booking engine, and then the old one, it's now combined. So you go to ncl.com, and if you go down to the travel agent link at the bottom, if you've saved it before, try this. Go to the travel agent link at the bottom and click on that, and it's going to open up where you can still see your booking engine, and you can go into check your reservations and set up booking, and it'll take you where you used to be. But the page that has all the tools in it and the training, it's all brand new, and I just discovered that.
You're good, Dan. You're good.
It is really, really sharp. I really like it.
And you can do it that way. You can use the little link at the bottom of ncl.com, or you can just go to norwegiancentral.com.
Okay.
And it'll take you to the same page. But this, again, is something that Vivian built. And what it does is it takes you to one place where we have all of our tools. Everything is in one place.
Flyers, marketing material, training, everything was right there. I was really impressed.
Information on how to get to the pier, groups, everything is there. So you can look at the whole thing, and it's just a,
Air
click
sea
on.
request. Just go look. Just trust me.
You're going to love it.
So the other thing that you mentioned, and I really want to kind of like go over that for just a second or two, an extra minute or two. It's really easy for somebody to say, well, that was old NCL, this is new NCL. And one of the things that I remember that NCL was basically what I consider famous for, and I mean it in a good way, is you guys were always very innovative. Over the years, you were the first to, for example, come up with a private island.
Right.
Obviously, the freestyle dining that everybody does now. Y'all were the first to kind of come up with those kind of things, and it created some bumps along the way, but the good stuff stuck to the wall, as they say, and the other stuff you've kind of worked through those difficulties. With that said, with the new NCL, the way it's going, what kind of things set you guys apart from your competition? You're a mass market product. You're proud of that, and that's fine, but you also have within your product almost like another niche, if you want to be fancy about it.
Right. I know where you're going with this. I mean, we've got a ship within a ship with our haven on our ships. We actually, what that does is, it, again, gives you a market that you can sell our ship to that maybe you couldn't do before, because now we've got the whole suite set up. We've got all the services for those guests that are looking for that. Maybe they're clients that have sailed on Oceania or Regent or some of the suite products that are out there. But when it comes time for them to sail with their family, they want something for their family to do. So they need to look at a different product, but they still want to get the same services that they got before. This is what we have with the Haven. And one thing that we've done, if you haven't noticed this, is we now have different booking codes. So if you're booking a suite that is in the Haven and gets all those Haven services, even if it isn't located in the Haven but it has access to the Haven, the booking code starts with an H now. So if you're booking a suite and it still starts with an S, be concerned, because if you think they're in the Haven, they're not. An S is a suite, but an H means Haven access.
We shall write that down.
That one's important, but you'll see that now. And we've done that whole thing where we tried to make sense out of our booking codes, where an inside starts with an I and an ocean view starts with an O and so forth. But now the Haven booking codes are with the H, that for sure they are in the Haven or they have access to the Haven. But we've got our ship within a ship with the Haven. We've got the solo staterooms. That's something that is going to take a while for everybody to catch up. Mm-hmm. And we know that every other cruise line would do that if they could, but they need to build their ships that way. And we actually have 2 decks and an area on our newest ships, on the Epic, the Breakaway, the Getaway, the Norwegian Escape going forward, the Norwegian Bliss. They all will have that area where we have those solo staterooms, which is a great market. There's a huge market out there of people that travel by themselves and want to meet other people that travel by themselves. This gives them that great opportunity, and they don't have to pay 200% for their stateroom, because we've got the great pricing and the facilities. So they have their own lounge area where they can meet other people that are traveling by themselves. So we've got different markets for you to sell to. Our ships are built, and that was the key. In 2001, when Star Cruises decided that we were going to go in a different direction and make Norwegian a product that was going to be different from everybody else, it was time to build a new fleet, and they decided that freestyle cruising and all the aspects that go with freestyle cruising were going to be what we were going to do with the new ships going forward, and that's exactly where we've come to and where we're at now. So we're giving you a unique product. It's something different that everybody else doesn't have. Even the aqua parks that we have on board are totally unbelievable. 5 slides, the ropes course, the you know, you can go out over the side of, you can walk the plank over the side of the ship. I mean, they've thought of so many different things. And it's not just for kids. I mean, families, everyone does this. I have to tell you, my neighbor is going to love this that I'm telling you this. My neighbor was on the Getaway, and I heard him in the pool not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, talking to somebody else about the Getaway, about how he did the whole ropes course and went out over the side on the plank, and he went down the slides. He's 70 years old.
Wow.
He loved it, and he's going to do it again. So, you know, there's things on board all of our ships now for everybody, and we've done some different things. Even our private island, you know, we bought that island back in the late 70s, and everybody else has since done that, so I guess it was a good thing. Freestyle cruising, they're copying it as much as they can as far as their ships are built for it, but they're things that are being copied. What, you know, they must be a good thing because everybody else wants to do it as well. But our private island has been expanded. You know, our private island is 2.5 miles long.
Wow.
And 1/2 mile wide. It's big. We have 45 employees that live on that private island. It's been totally expanded. Since Kevin Sheehan came to the company, he looked at the island and he said, this is the best island that's out there. Why are we not taking advantage of all of it? So we've expanded it. It even has a road now. We have a tram. So your clients can hop on the tram and go along. There are 5 stops along the way that takes them all the way down to this beautiful lagoon. So it takes them to a lot of different areas on the island as well. They can walk it, they can hike it. There are a lot of great things available. We've got more beach areas. There's 23 cabanas. It's just another part of the product that we have to offer out there. But there are a lot of different things that have gone into the product that we're offering now that are different than what everybody else is offering. So we're kind of happy to be there.
So beautiful new ships and innovative styles and services available on the ships, from the Haven to the single cabins. And I've seen the single cabins, and they're gorgeous, and they're very well appointed. Of course, constantly upgrading the first private island so that it looks like the newest private island, and all of these different features as well. The other thing that you covered that, of course, I'm coming back to, and we all know where that's going, right? Let's talk about groups. Now,
Okay.
with Norwegian Cruise Line, as all of y'all know, everybody's on board. Y'all all know this, right? You do know this. So anyway,
Yeah,
we're
good.
holding more group space on Norwegian Cruise Line than any other cruise line, maybe even than some of the cruise lines combined. So if you're not looking at our spreadsheet, you know, go to the Speed Navigator, go to Cruise, go to Search Groups, then open up the spreadsheet for NCL. You open up that spreadsheet, and I'm pretty sure I've got dates all the way into 2017 on almost all of their products. And we're going to talk about that update in a minute. And you can go on there and you capture the group number. It'll tell you the amenity points that are available on that sailing, and then you take that group number and you plug it into NCL's website, and it'll give you the rest of the details of what's available and the price point and everything
Okay.
else. Now, what's really cool is, one, we'd love to have you book your groups or your multiple cabins into it. But let's just say you only have one cabin and you don't know what to do to get amenity points or to close the deal, to one-up the Costco's and some of those other companies. You want to go ahead and book your individual reservation if that is in fact the lower rate, if there's a promotion. And then you can contact the group department and say, I've got this individual reservation and I want to move it into the group,
Yeah.
and you're going to let us double dip. Whatever FIT has given you for the best fare and whatever amenities are being offered through individual res, we can move
All
them
of
into
it.
the group, and you're going to double dip and you're going to group them in. Why aren't y'all doing that yet? I don't get that. That's really, really easy. So either take advantage of the group as it's placed and go ahead and just book into that group. Your cabin is your cabin. Get 8, get a TC. Get 5, they still get the amenity points. Have 1, no harm, no foul. You need 20, call and add extra to it.
Right.
It's really, really easy to do. The easiest group department we've ever worked with.
You know, it's a great thing. We've been doing this now for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, where you can block, you know, as much space as you want, but up to 16 staterooms with no deposit until 120 days out. Now, as long as you have something booked within your group block, the group exists. So if the unsold space falls off without deposit at less than 120 days out, the group still exists. So even if there isn't space for you to sell in the group, if the group exists, book your FIT, move it in. You can do that until 7 days before departure and take advantage of whatever amenities you have in that group. And I think for the most part, it's probably shipboard credit that's in there for most of them, but you can add that. Now, you're talking about double dipping. Right now, during the month of July, we're actually triple dipping because we've got upgrades, we've got kids sale free promotion going on, and then every week we have some other promotion. This week it's the Caribbean, Hawaii, Bahamas bonus days, so you're getting shipboard credit for that. Next week it's Alaska bonus days, so you're getting shipboard credit for that. It's combinable with the upgrade and kids sale free promotion, and then you can put it in your group and get your group amenities as well. So it's kind of unbelievable what we've done with groups. Yeah.
So in addition to moving your FITs easily into an existing group, or if you need to create your own specific personal affinity group that you need it to be locked in, call in your group department if that's what's easier for you. And if you're new at this, you know, you can always reach out to me, you can always reach out to Mary Sue, or just call the group department and say, this is the first time I've done that. Could you walk me through slowly? And they'll help you out. The other thing that we're doing a lot of training on in the future, and I've gone through some of it, you guys, in the on-demand, is talking about doing incentive groups, like organizational groups, incentive groups, specialty types of groups like that. And I know y'all have your own, basically like an incentive department.
Right.
You also have cruise certificates that can be purchased so that like car dealerships can give them out
Right,
as
you
rewards.
know, actually we just did away with that.
The certificates?
The certificates.
Erase that.
Erase that.
I'm just kidding.
And the reason for it is we set a price and it was out there, and we couldn't keep up with being competitive with everything else that was available. So what we're doing now is we're offering a gift certificate. It's a gift card, and it's not finalized yet. They're moving in that direction, but it sounds like it's going to be a gift certificate commissionable for you that you can provide. So it's another
We didn't get
certificate.
rid of it. We upgraded it.
Well, yes, we're enhancing it.
I just
We're
said that for me.
enhancing the program
There
and
we go.
making it easier for you to use so that it's more competitive,
So,
actually.
so in theory, what we're looking at, you said it's not been finalized, if a car dealership wanted to buy 50 $500 certificates, instead of buying an actual cruise certificate, they would get like a gift card.
It's gonna be a gift
and then that
certificate,
$500 is commissionable back
Correct.
for the sale.
That's the direction we're
That's
moving in.
so easy, you guys. I've been doing these certificates for a long time, and they're not hard to do. But to do it like this,
Yeah.
once again,
So it's
innovative.
coming.
Way to
I
go,
know,
you guys.
I know, we're just so good.
Gee whiz. That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's a little change. But you know, when it comes to affinity groups, it's easy to work with, but I want to alert you to one thing. If you're working in a group where you want to overcharge, and we allow you to overcharge, but if you want to include something, you need to cover the cost of a bus, or you need to cover the cost of some marketing, whatever you
T-shirts,
decide,
things
yeah,
like
whatever
that.
you
Yeah.
want to do. You need to make sure that you're calling our group department and saying, I want to book a traditional group, so that it's not being booked as an FS, which we call a freestyle group.
Right.
You want to book a traditional group because that will allow you to overcharge, and it's also going to give you a lot more opportunities as far as extending time limits and things like that. When you're booked into a freestyle group, the system works it. The system knows at this point everything's going to be cut off. You can't deviate. But when you're in a traditional group environment, you can deviate and you can do things that you want to do. So if you know you need to do something special for your group, be sure you're booking it as a traditional group, and it will give you a lot more ease to work with everything going forward as far as your finalization. So be sure you're aware of that part of it. But remember that we also have a setup for fundraising groups. So if you're
I ask about that all the time.
you know, if you're working with an organization that wants to raise funds, you know, a church or some kind of a charity, we've got an easy setup where you actually use your amenity dollars for the fundraising. But if they are, if they're an organization that is a tax-free, they
501c3.
there you go. All they have to do is send us a copy. They just fax a copy of that certificate. When the group is finalized, all the overpayment that's in there will go in the form of a check directly to the organization. You don't have to mess with it. You don't have to touch anything. It's done. But we give you that opportunity so that you can use your dollars for them to use as fundraising. And again, you're probably going to want to book this as a traditional group because you're going to do some other things with it. If you want to add something in there, you know, add on to make some extra money, you can do that. And then that will all be overpayment and will be sent out to the group. So great way to do some fundraising and get some new business.
If any of this has already made your head to start to blow up, like it does mine sometimes, call me or email me and go, I missed that. The point of this visit being recorded so you can play it back. Mary Sue is going to be available to you guys. Her email address is already on the drop down in the supplier link. So email her and say, you talked about something on that intro video that you did, and I want some more clarification, or call the group department. But don't sit back, on your hands and do nothing. You need to start looking at opportunities to increase your business. I'll let you know that, like the haven that she talked about, there's a lot of intricate details that will benefit you to be an expert and know, and Jane covered those in a video that is still in our on-demand library. So I'd really compel you to go back in and watch the Haven video that Jane did. She did a great job on that, so that was real helpful to us.
It's really a unique spot on the ship. It's neat. And moving forward now with the Norwegian Escape and the Norwegian Bliss, we'll have a Haven as well. We'll also have the solo stateroom. So all the new ships will have that as well. And guess what? We have 2 more ships coming. So I'm sure, those are products within our product that work well, and I know they'll be out there again. So.
Now, are our agents as a whole, are we selling enough NCL? Are we doing all right? Are we kind of hanging in there?
Okay, now you know that July 1st officially was when I got your account. So you belong to me on July 1st.
Okay.
Whatever you've done this year in the past, please keep doing it, because you've already surpassed what you did for all of 2013. And I can't take credit for any of it because it was here already, but moving forward, if we can keep it going, I'd appreciate it. But you've surpassed by, I don't know, around 50% what you did all of last year, so thank you. It's going to be a great year for you guys.
Halfway into this year, you guys have sold 50% more than we closed out 2013. And that's because you're aware of what a great value it is. You are aware of what the guests' expectations are going to be met, how they're going to be taken care of. And the product is what the product says it is. So with confidence, you should go out there and sell NCL and keep up the good work. One of the things we'll close with, a couple things. One is I'm always talking to these guys, I call them $1.99 deals. Inside cabins, they kind of sell themselves, and every now and then promotions come out that's the BOGOs and stuff like that, and they're fine, and I'm not really like knocking them, but you're going to do just as much work and you can make 20 bucks, so, and then you get frustrated and you get on the forum and go, I don't make any money selling mass market. What you need to do, and what we talk about a lot, is training your guest to understand the value in getting suites, to getting in the haven, to booking groups and so forth and so on. So between my training, you guys have training as well that will help them understand the product better and help them upsell more.
Right. In NCL University, you're going to find all of that. How to market to your clients and figure out what you can sell them. But, let me just say one thing. I was thinking of this, Dan, as you were talking about, moving your clients up. That 3- and 4-day market, we really don't pay much attention to it because it sells itself. But one thing that I have to tell you, and when you're selling a 3- and 4-day market, keep this in your mind, is all those 3- and 4-day markets don't have very many opportunities for you to sell a higher level, like a balcony. The Norwegian Sky, which is in Miami doing the Bahamas for the 3- and 4-day market, has 365 balcony staterooms. So you've got an opportunity to sell people up a little bit and get them into a higher category so you can at least make a little bit more money on that kind of a product. But that's the name of the game. Once you get them into a suite, or even if it's just a balcony that you need to get them to, that's what they're always going to do. So they're going to come back to you and do that again. And one thing that I want you to remember as well, when your guests are on our ships, we are not trying to get them to book again. We are trying to get them to commit to book again by selling them a discounted certificate that gives them a deposit for a future cruise. So when you're sending them to Norwegian, be sure you're alerting them to the last page of their e-docs that says, buy a cruise reward. It's a $250 deposit that books your next cruise, but it's going to bring the business back to you, and that's the name of the game. We want you to get that business back. When they come on board and they fill out that form and they put it in, we'll charge that $250 to their onboard account. We'll give them $100 shipboard credit. So now it's only cost them $150. And the other part of it is they're actually going to get their booking for that $150. So if they have 4 people in their cabin, their deposit is $150. It's their certificate that they've purchased.
Wow,
but it's
what
going
a
to come
deal.
back to you, and we're going to send you an email and say, hey, your clients were with us, you sent them to us, we want you to know that they purchased this, so that you call them and get their business again and get their booking. They have 4 years to book using that, but they're totally transferable. So they can transfer them to anybody they want to. And if you know that you're sending your clients to us and they're talking about the family wants to do Alaska next year, encourage them, highly encourage them to buy these certificates in advance, because again, it's going to guarantee business for you, but it's going to give them the opportunity to use that $150 deposit for their next cabins and also send it over and use it for their family. So they can buy 4 of them. They have 4 years to use them. It's a great deal. It's a no-brainer, really, is what it is.
Well, what it is, Mary Sue, is it's a true partnership. It's NCL being a true partner. You've got Mary Sue wanting to work with you and help you and reach out to you. You've got people on staff down in Miami that are available to you to reach out to you. They all want to help you grow your business. They're providing you with a product that will help you grow your business, and they're wanting to partner with you so that even when your guests get on, they receive a value towards their next cruise. Speaking of next cruise, I want these guys to get back to work. I know you've got other sales calls to go on. 2 things in closing. One of them, we're gonna set up with you guys. I'm gonna do it. No, she's gonna do it. We're gonna set up some exotic sailings, and I think a lot of people forget that companies like NCL, again, because they're mass market, you think about Caribbean, but we forget. You mentioned Alaska, Europe, South America. You've got a lot of really unique sailings, so we're gonna hold some group space, a lot more group space on some of these exotic sailings.
Good. Yeah,
So
we'll make sure that you have it. Again, you know, South America, we did South America years ago. We're going back to South America. So starting next fall in 2015, we will start South America again, 14-day on the Norwegian Sun between Santiago and Buenos Aires. Right now we have 4 ships in Europe. We're offering some totally different opportunities as far as itineraries. You can do back-to-backs. We have cruise tours. Italy, if people want to do some land, you can book a cruise tour. The bonus of the cruise tour is that you're actually getting more commission. And the bundle packages, the packages that we offer for Hawaii, for New York, for the getaway in Miami, for the new ship, or the new port, I should say. We're moving the Norwegian Jewel to Houston to offer the Western Caribbean. We've got packages there as well. And when I say Houston, I mean Houston. It's not Galveston, so don't send your clients to Galveston. We sail out of Houston. It's actually from the city. It's a port that they built for Norwegian years back, and it's completed now. We're going back to Houston. But we've got these things called bundles. And what they are is a cruise, it's transfers, it's air, if you want air with it, hotel, 3 dining options on board, wine, chocolate-covered strawberries, 20 photos. They're great packages, and they're totally commissionable. So you get your commission on the whole package.
Totally commissionable?
Totally commissionable.
Totally commissionable?
So you know where you're at. You're getting commission on the entire package. So take advantage of them. They have to be booked as a bundle, and bundle is the booking code. So if you don't see that in the system, you need to call us. So it doesn't always show up, but you need to call us and book bundle, and it'll give you that whole package. So again, something unique, and we're coming out with more of those opportunities for you because we see that as a real bonus for you. We may not have all of those buy one, get one opportunities, but we're going to give you more opportunities to make more money with the bundle type packages. So watch for more of those to come out.
And you can book the bundle package and move it into the groups and get the amenities from the groups.
Yeah, you can.
Maisie, hi Maisie. Maisie was talking about that in the forum, that she does that a lot.
Yeah. Dan, you are good.
Don't tell
you
anybody.
keep up with this stuff.
It's our
I'm
secret.
impressed.
So
really.
before you go, before we say goodbye, one last thing that I want to kind of give them a little secret. A little bird told me, little bird's named Mary Sue, little bird told me just a little while ago that there's something that we're going to be watching out for. It's getting ready to be released. Y'all are going to be the first agents to hear about it, so don't freak out yet, but you need to make yourself a sticky note, put it on your computer, and watch for emails or notices about it coming up soon. And that's NCL is going to give your guest an opportunity to make it an all-inclusive cruise. Tell me what you've heard.
I'm telling you, I just saw this yesterday. I was shocked. We are going to come out with an opportunity, and it's called All In, and that's actually going to be the booking code for it, All In. And it's going to be based on the number of days of the cruise as far as the price, but I did recall that on a 7-day cruise, The price was $8.99, but let me tell you,
That's
this
the
is
cost
per
of the-
person for this package.
Okay.
Let me tell you what's included in it. If I can remember all of it, it was a long, long list. You get a 10% discount on your cruise first.
Okay.
It includes beverage package. It includes the ultimate dining package, which is the specialty dining program where you can go to any specialty dining room you want any night. So if you want to go do the same one every single night, you can. It includes a bottle of wine, chocolate-covered strawberries, photos. It includes a $250 credit for shore excursions. It includes gratuities. I know I'm missing some things from this. It is going to be announced soon. Yes, all the beverage package. So all the drinks are included. It's a whole package that is making it totally all-inclusive, and is going to give you an opportunity to compete with the all-inclusive products that are out there on land. And I know that this is going to be an innovation in the industry,
Now,
that people are going to go nuts.
Is it $899 in addition to the cost of the cruise?
Correct.
Is it $899 for the cabin to cover everybody in the cabin?
No, it's a package that you add on to the cost of the cruise.
To the cost of the cruise per person?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So keep an eye out for that. Your sweet guest will really jump all over that. To do the bundle, to do the all-inclusive, to move them into a group, to get them in a haven, you're going to be putting somebody on a product and an experience they'll never forget. You'll make lots of money off of it. They'll want to rebook again. Easy squeezy, guys. Quit beating yourself over the $1.99 deals and trying to, go back and forth with customers that are trying to beat you up over $1 and take the guests that want a unique experience and put them on a South America sailing, put them on Alaska or Europe, but get them on NCL because NCL wants to work with you and help you out.
Exactly. Those people are going to come back to you, and that's the whole thing. It's great to have repeat customers, so yes, take advantage. And if you need to experience the product and you haven't seen it, if you can only get on a ship to do a ship tour, wherever you are, whatever port you're near, send me an email and tell me when you want to see a ship. I'll get you a visitor pass so you can get on and see it yourself. If you're in Miami, I'll be happy to take you on a tour. I am also doing, and this hasn't gone out yet, but I will send Dan the link for this. I'm going to be doing another seminar at sea in the Norwegian Getaway on November 29th, so we'll do a 7-day Eastern Caribbean. Balconies are $350 per person plus gratuities and taxes, and you can bring guests for the same price. So come on along and get to see the product and experience it. You'll be amazed, trust me.
Beautiful. Well, that's all we got. The only thing I see is you didn't wear your really cool glasses. What's up with that? She's got cooler glasses than mine. How do I look in them? Is that better?
Cute.
You didn't wear them.
No,
See?
I only need them to read.
All right.
So,
well, I need to be able to see my way out the door. All right. That's it, you guys. So take this information and make some money with it. And as always, get out there and sell something. See you later. Bye.
Thank you.